Hey guys, it's Pilot Indy, back at it again in Fort Lauderdale International Airport. We are flying the United Boeing 737-800 livery, flying to DCA, Washington National. I was actually on a bike ride there yesterday. And we're going to be doing an ILS-01 approach, and we're taking off here from 28 right, so that's the runway right there. So I have everything set up. If you want to learn how to set it up, watch the tutorial video I gave out last time. But otherwise, we are basically set for takeoff. Lights are ready, fuel is all set up. So yeah, let's just begin. I'm going to release my parking brake and start taxiing over. So this is roughly like a 2.5 hour flight, but of course, as usual, I'm gonna cut out the cruise itself and just show the takeoff, the ascent, the descent, and then finally the landing. So just remember, if there's any flights you want me to do or tutorials specifically, feel free to comment in the description, or not the description, the comment section, obviously, because I would love to have some more ideas. As you can see, I have the xplane.org freeware for Fort Lauderdale. Gets the job done. I'm gonna turn here. A little bit of too sharp of a turn, but we'll take it. A very sharp turn, actually. Probably terrible for the plane. We can see over there there's a plane landing. There's the runway, so since we don't see, actually, is that plane landing on our runway? Let me zoom out really quick just to see free cam. It looks like they are. So we're gonna wait for him or her to land, and then we will take off. So I'll start getting everything set up. Let me get my auto throttle, flight directors. Now I just need VNAV and LNAV. Let's see this landing. Oh, it looks like there's another plane there. This was a Southwest, I believe. Yep. So I have live traffic enabled. So we are gonna wait for this guy to taxi off. I think we can clear the runway without this guy getting involved. Or yeah, we'll probably wait for him to land. I might just fast forward this part. I didn't expect this much traffic to come. Okay, what is he doing? He's not pulling off the runway. For some reason, he is not pulling off the runway. Okay, let me see if I can just disable live traffic. Okay, well, I disabled it. I'll turn it on later, but for now it's kind of messing with the flight. So let me release the parking brake and let's get onto the runway. I think I'm gonna actually keep track of the time on this flight with the bottom right or bottom left stopwatch. Okay, as we can see the 28 right sign there, we are about to line ourselves up with the runway. I'm now going to turn on VNAV and LNAV.
Approaching 28 right.
Okay, let me myself. A line that sounds weird.
On runway 28, right, flaps, flaps.
Of course, there's something I forgot. Let me set the flaps. I just set them. Let me go and make sure everything's set. Altimeter's already. Flaps are at 5. Everything looks good. Let's turn on our runway lights. Taxi lights could be on, but it doesn't really matter. Let's just make sure our flaps are not moving. I think they are not. We look ready. We're gonna align ourselves a little more, but otherwise, let's take off. So. We're gonna do a hard right. Not a hard right, but a pretty hard right after we take off.
80 knots.
80 knots, cross check.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Wow, that was a long takeoff.
Positive rate.
Let me get that fixed.
400.
And
1,000.
taking off. I'm gonna enable the autopilot so we can get some views. Let's look outside. See the beauty of the flat landscape of Florida. Wow, that is some lag. Sorry about that, guys. My landing gear can go to the off position. I don't know if I said already, but we're flying United. Let's look at the passenger view. And so far everything is looking good. We can turn off our runway lights. Everything looks fine. Oh, sorry about that noise. I'm actually also using the public airspace app, so I can see my flight path almost live, and it's really cool because it's like I'm using my second my second PC to view. And based on our current heading, we are about to make a turn, towards the Atlantic Ocean. We might not see it because it's a pretty cloudy day. Yeah, probably not actually, but we'll see on the map. I can turn on the terrain radar. You can see some of the little lakes, and then there's the line of the ocean. This is a 20-mile, I believe, 20-mile radius I have right now. Yeah. And there we go in for the turn. You can see the ocean in the distance a little bit. Oops. Geez, there are some frames getting lost, but whatever. We'll survive. So on our left is actually a water conservation area. I'm gonna re-enable live traffic also because it doesn't hurt at this point. So we're right in between the clouds right now. 2 layers actually, it's really cool. So it's like a pocket of air. And we are passing over North Lauderdale. about to get over the ocean according to the map here. But then again, that's more like 5 miles away-ish. We'll see. There's some clear skies. So I signed up for the beta for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so if I can actually get my hands on that and it runs decently on my computer, I will definitely be showing you guys. Okay, so now we're above Pompano Beach.
For everyone's safety, please make sure your personal belongings are clear of the aisle. Pleased to offer personal device entertainment on our United Private Screenings option, sponsored by the United Plus Explorer card, on-demand movies, the seat back in front of you.
And we're about to make our left. That is gonna start taking us towards the AR-16 airway. Not that soon, but relatively soon. And on our left actually is Lighthouse Point and Hillsborough Beach. And my grandma lives there, so perhaps we could see her building on the left, because I see a gap in the clouds over there. That would be pretty cool. And currently I'm working on getting some more views, so I'm thinking about trying to get like a view on the wing, but looking into the aircraft. I think that would be really cool. And as we can see here, we are about to make our left. Looks like something happened to the network, but hopefully it's still okay. It's still transmitting to the airspace app, so it looks fine. And we are about to leave the Broward County water space. Okay, I'm gonna just disable live traffic. It's being weird today. Perhaps it's because I have to update it. I think that the intercoastal is a little bit further down. I don't think this is part of it, but maybe it is considered part of it. We are about to take our left. We're basically going to be riding the United States water border. And we are about to hit 18,000 feet, so we're going to set our altimeter to standard. And we will change it during our descent to DCA.
Passenger Escobar.
Not sure what's up with terrain radar. I'm gonna turn it off and on to see if that fixes it. Oh geez. I think I had my mapping radius all screwed up. That's what's up. So yeah, we're completing our journey in about 5 miles. 7.5. So yeah, I was very off. I think I had it set to like 160. So I just thought that it was really close. It's a very beautiful day. I technically could enable cross feed right now, but I don't want to make a fuel leak, and it looks like we are beginning our turn. We are also outside of the US border at this point, just FYI. We're actually very close to the Bahamas border. Jeez, the shadows are kind of glitching out, but whatever. Let's see, actually I can probably show you my map location. So yeah, that's the Bahamas over there. We are basically going diagonal for a little bit. Let me check the map. Our plan at least. Yeah, we're gonna go left in like about 20 miles-ish. Yeah, basically on the dot. The winds aren't too strong today, but they're giving us a little bit of a boost to the right. So perhaps if we click here, we'll see a little bit of a right drift. Kind of like I said. Technically I should have this as terrain and this as weather, but weather never really works for me, but I think that's because I never really fly in bad weather. Not 100% sure though. And we are about 11,000 feet below our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. So I may be just pausing the video here and then fast forwarding you guys to the descent, but we'll see if there's anything else that's interesting that occurs before. I'm really liking the clouds today. So we are just at the tip of Florida. Once we reach our cruising altitude, we will be going way faster. All the way up to here. Zoomed in a little bit off, but here. This is actually where we biked yesterday, which is really cool. My friends and I. Oh, I should have this at 0. Well, not the end of the world, but I noticed the red dots there. We could definitely have gone faster, but we were already at our speed limit, so it doesn't really matter at this point. according to this website, my ground speed is 387 knots. Now it's 400. And it's pretty accurate, actually. Well, obviously, because I'm sending my data directly from X-Plane, but it's really cool. It's kind of like Batsim, except there's no speaking. Not exactly, but somewhat similar. We are in the Bahamas airspace now. Maybe we can see some of it. I doubt it. If anything, it would be like over there. Maybe through the passenger window. Or perhaps not. So we are almost at 28,000 feet. Very bright outside. This is why aviators wear sunglasses. But yeah, basically the tip of the Bahamas is on our right wing, but I doubt we can see it because of the clouds. Still pretty cool though. The headwinds are they're not headwinds I guess, but they're getting a little bit stronger. They're pushing us to the right, so they're not giving us as much of a boost anymore, but still not the end of the world. There's some ocean. Slowly but surely, we are making our left. And actually, we have already made our left. I don't know why I said that. But if we look here, although it looks like we're just going straight into the Atlantic, we're gonna intercept right around Wilmington. So like over here-ish. And then we're gonna fly up through Norfolk. And then basically through Richmond to Washington. I'm not really going through Norfolk, more like Richmond and then DC. And there's a tip I was talking about earlier. I'm not sure if those little blips there are islands or what they are, but let's zoom in and see if it even loads. Oh wow, the clouds just updated. Whatever. And we are almost at 31K. And as you can see, our top of climb is in just above 10 miles. Or no, not above. It's actually more over here, this line technically. But I'll probably cut it off relatively soon. I'll get a thumbnail. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut off the climb over here, and then I will continue with the descent later. So yeah, we're basically at Permt, P-E-R-M-T, and we're gonna take the AR-16 airway to ILM, right there. And then we're basically just entering the star for our descent. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Yeah. Hey guys, we are back. I've already begun our descent. I already clicked altitude intervention. We are going down to 22,000 feet. Right above Richmond, Virginia. It's a little laggy because we're going down to it's all rendering everything. Everything is going pretty smoothly, just laggy of course here, but the flight is going smoothly. We have the ILS navigation radio set to 109.9. We have our course ready. Pretty soon when we hit 18,000 feet, we are going to activate the driver card, and we give it speed brake. We're gonna activate or enable the correct altimeter, but as of now everything is going pretty nice. We're gonna set this to 17,000 just so we have it set up for when we pass the next big point. You can see the Chesapeake on the map right there. We are beginning our journey. Might as well set this to 14,000. Actually, 30,000 is fine. We're doing fine on fuel. And I'm going to start setting the altimeter correctly, but I'm not going to activate it until later. So it's 30.32. Okay, we will activate it pretty soon. Actually see some of Virginia. coming up on the river pretty soon. It's actually something this is like 12,000. And their D-cell point is right there, so we'll begin slowing down there to 2. I should actually be slowing down right now. So I'll bring up the speed brakes. Let me set the altimeter. Smooth so far. We need to drop some speed obviously, but once we level off, not level off, but smooth it out a little bit, we'll be able to. Actually be at about 9,000 here. I'm gonna actually just take control of the vertical navigation just to be safe. And then slow my speed down to 259, which is already set, so that's fine. Yeah, the speed brakes on the correct setting. It's a little laggy, but it's fine. Actually, can you see the Chesapeake? No, I see the river though. You can see a little bit of it. I'm now looking at the diagram. Set this to sorry about this. There we go. Pretty soon we're going to descend to around 5,000 feet and we're going to begin our approach to runway 01. You can see my ortho changing. I'm using US ortho. I'm going to start sending this to 5,000. Zoom out to see if we can hit at the right spot. And we're going to be slowing down to 240 pretty soon. Everything looks pretty smooth so far. Sorry about that noise. We're gonna put this to 3, or actually, 3. I forgot to do RTO for the takeoff, but it didn't really make a difference. This is not important. Okay, we're gonna slow down to 240. Soon we're gonna bring out flaps 1 and 2. Just ignore the message there. And I'm just gonna check my settings really quick just to make sure I have the right thing toggled. Okay, got it. Sorry about that noise. Okay, we're gonna activate the navigation radio. Pretty soon we're gonna pick it up once we go over here. And we're about to go through the clouds. We are looking good on our descent so far. I'm going to turn off the waypoints because it's kind of cluttering up my view. Airports can go off also, because we're just going straight to the runway. And we are starting to make our subtle right, so we're going to pick up the localizer pretty soon. Some shadows. Okay, and now let's set this to 2500. That is good. We're slowing down to, once we pass Hall, we're gonna slow down to 200, I think that's what it says. Yep, so pretty soon. And that's when I'll release flaps 1 and 2. Or actually, maybe just flaps 1. Let me check the speeds again. Yeah, I could even go up to flaps 10 or 15, but I'll just go to flaps 5, I guess. You can see some farmland. And we are coming up on the airport pretty soon. We're going to be making our left, and there's part of the Potomac. Alright, we're gonna... Oh wait, never mind. I misread something. We're gonna zoom in on here, just so we get a little bit of a clearer view. I'm gonna turn off the weather report, because we don't really need it at this point. I'll leave the terrain radar on this monitor. Our flaps are armed, or speed brakes are armed already. I'm gonna start, or actually not yet. We're about to make our turn, and then we're gonna pick up the ILS. Geez, let me get some of that lag out. I'm just trying to render. You can see, I think the airport would be over there. I might be completely wrong though. I can't really orient myself at this point. Or orient, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we are making the turn. I'm going to turn on the landing lights. Geez, I did not realize how low this was. I'm going to slow down our descent just a little bit, a wee bit. I can now start slowing down to 200, so I'll bring out flaps 1. And I'll bring out flaps 2. Yeah, I think I was oriented correctly.
1,000 to go.
And I'm gonna start setting this to 1600. My bad. And I think I may have slowed down just a little bit too fast there, but we should be fine. We can see the runway right there in the distance. Let me zoom in on it. Right there. There's the monument. We're gonna bring out our landing gear at 2,000 feet.
2,500.
Surprised we have not picked up the frequency yet. Oh wait, yeah we have. I was looking at the wrong place. I will take approach.
$1,000 to go.
I'm gonna turn off vertical speed and auto throttle. I'll turn off. So I currently have control of the altitude and everything. Oh. A little bit windy. I'm gonna bring out the landing gear. Jeez, I do not know what is up. Jeez, it's so windy. I should not have disengaged autopilot this early. So far, the poppy lights look fine. And then bring out another set of flaps. But the winds are really hard to control. If you see, it's going 15 knots at the exact wrong direction from here. So really just pushing it. Let me just turn that off. That's the autopilot. I should disengage it. A little bit too high up. And the winds are literally just pushing me the complete
1,000
opposite
feet,
direction.
stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Too high. Too high.
I need to drop some altitude.
Approaching 01.
I think we're going way too fast. This is not going to be a good landing.
500.
Think rate.
400.
Think rate. Think rate.
300.
The crosswinds are just killing me. Let's see if I can pull this off.
200.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
100.
Glide slow.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, it actually went decent. I was able to correct it. We're slowing down, obviously.
80 knots.
We're gonna disable reverse thrusters now. Okay, that actually went way less bad than I expected. Let's pull off the runway and taxi. I'm actually so surprised by that landing. The winds were extremely tough and the frame rate was just not helping me. But I pulled it off, thankfully. Hopefully on the replay it doesn't look too bad. Let's just pull off to a regular old runway. Or, sorry, just park some random place. Here, this looks fine. So yeah, I'll show you guys the replay right after I land here, or park. I need to kind of orient myself. This is some terrible taxiing on my part currently, but I just want to see the replay because I'm so surprised. What? I'm sorry about this, guys. What is this? Oh, it's like merged. Well, I don't know if I can park here, but I'll try anyways. I have to just kind of orient myself to this. Okay, this actually might park decently. Let's see. We have the guy giving me the heads up. Jeez, this is such a bad parking job, I apologize. But I want to just do a decent job. Did he say to stop? I can't see from here. Where did his hands go? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna turn off the plane. This can go off. Let's turn on our APU. I should have done that a while ago. This can go off. This can go off. Might as well just do ground power, actually. I don't even need my APU at this point. Turn these off. Parking brake, I believe, is set, but there we go. Okay. Well, yeah, for now this seems fine. Let me just turn off my engines and then we will check out the landing. So let me cut the fuel off and then turn these guys off. And welcome to DCA, guys. let's go check out that replay, assuming my thing doesn't crash because it's being very laggy. So, flight, toggle replay mode. Maybe it's over here. No, too far back. What the? Oh, it's not rendering the airport. It's weird. Let me speed it up a little. Jeez, it's wobbly. This is sped up though. Okay, there's the runway. Is there a runway view? I feel like there is. Shift. It's one of these. Can't tell which one it is. I'm sorry about the lag, guys. Here's the landing though. We can see how the crosswinds are pushing me to the right, so like towards this way. And I'm trying to use the rudder to correct it. Did I even flare? I can't even tell. Our flaps are, I think, almost full, but not fully down. That's a part of the problem to slow down. Let's see. Let me do the slow-mo. Or no, it's fine. For some reason, it's not rendering the airport, but yeah. Okay, I didn't really flare, but it's not a terrible landing. Yeah, my computer's running really slow right now. And there's the reverse thrust. Maybe there's another angle we can get it from. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, there's like no flare whatsoever. Actually, yeah, basically nothing. So it could have been a way better landing, but the winds were hard for me at least. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and please comment any other flights I should do. These should be off. Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys.